What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here on this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning, so come by and say hello. This video is also brought to you by two things. Since we don't do any sponsorships here on the channel, I'll go ahead and show them out real quick. The first is my music, which is available anywhere you stream music under the name Aftersound, and the second is a new podcast I just launched called Chasing Infinity. It is myself and ChatGPT as my AI co-host, and we dive into a wide range of topics in short-form videos just like these. So check it out. Links in the description below, and I appreciate the support. All right, guys, let's jump into another answering your Splinterlands comments and questions video. I know I haven't done one in a while. I wanted to let some things build up, so let's go ahead and do it. So going to one of my recent videos, we'll start with this one from Inclusion. Will new players buy cards in SPS? Pot committed, nice use of a poker term, and very appropriate. Thank you. All right, Mondroid. This was in the video that I said to sell, should the DAO sell Rebellion packs? Mondroid said, I already told Bojangles that I do everything in my power to stop a proposal that lets the DAO undercut the players who invested in Rebellion packs on the third-party market. To me, those packs were meant to be for giveaways, fun tournaments, and promotional events, etc. I also have always wanted to bring packs and chests back because I think it's imperative to make the rewards better, improve the carrot. We stopped doing packs and chests because of bots, but bots have pretty much been taken care of now, so I think it's a good time to bring them back. I'd like to see a new packs chest in the Glint store that is similar to the loot chest, but instead of a jackpot, put alpha, beta, untamed, dice CL Rebellion packs in it. Make the pack drop rate pretty low, like the jackpot and loot chest, and of course have 20x more CL packs in account. So you know what, Mondra, I respect your opinion on this as somebody who didn't go hard into Rebellion. You know, you have every right to feel that way, and I actually agree with you. So I'm in the position that I want the DAO to do something with them. I do believe that there is value there, and actually, in thinking about it, you're absolutely right when it comes to the bot situation. You can just look and see that bots have not been able to take advantage of this. Now, here's the thing though. We are getting into a situation where you know, I believe the team is working on some kind of like free-to-play version where you'll be able to get Glint. At which point, you could have bots come in, play the free-to-play version, and then just try to mass whatever for Glint and get those jackpot chests, right? I don't know how much they should cost. I don't know what the drop rate should be, but with the current chest that we have, I actually wouldn't mind if we added Rebellion packs into that drop rate, into the pot of things that you could get. Now, I don't believe that we should do this until they are out of print, though. So again, it wouldn't happen this year. It'll probably happen sometime next year. But I like the idea of bringing them back. The whole, you know, improve the carrot or lead with the carrot. I can dig that. And here's the thing: it's just we're sitting on so many packs that maybe part of it is like impatience from me because I know that we need to get more, or I want to get more value for the DAO. But you're absolutely right. There could be a situation, and just speaking optimistically here, there could be a situation at some point in the future where we do have tens of thousands of players and, you know, less than 1 million Rebellion packs actually wouldn't do much to the overall market value. At which point you could offer these packs that were in print 2-3 years ago and, you know, slowly get them out, and it wouldn't impact the market in a very negative way. So, you know, maybe I just need to be a little bit more patient with that. Obviously, there's other avenues in which the DAO can make money, but it was just an idea that I wanted to put out there. But thank you for sharing your perspective on that. Our Banana says, in hindsight, I feel like it's kind of silly to give packs to the DAO because there doesn't seem to be any good way to deal with them hanging out there. You know who might be annoyed? People who go into Rebellion a lot at the end because they thought it was going to be scarce. I don't know. I don't hate the idea or anything. I think it's a good thing to think about without making any concrete decisions just yet. At this very moment, it doesn't make sense to try to sell them when the store is already not selling any. Maybe not. Yeah, and you know what? The thing is, and obviously I just responded to Mondroid as well, so I can see his perspective, and I think you're probably understanding his perspective too. The most difficult part is like determining the price, right? Because then you're setting a new floor with like 800,000 packs, or as I was giving in the example, like 100,000 packs, which is not great. So I agree. I sending it to the DAO for some nebulous future purpose, it just makes me nervous because it's like, if it's burned, it's one thing, it's done, right? But it's like now we're at a situation where it's like, there's not a lot of Rebellion packs out there. Oh, but there could be double the amount. and it's currently just sitting in the DAO account, right? And at some point we could do something with it. And hopefully the community and the SPS stakeholders are smart enough to not not do something stupid with them. Rebellion is weird. I thought this was going to be crazy, overpowered, and very desirable, but it doesn't seem to be either. I think it just came out at a bad time when people were feeling like they've been knocked down or that they made a huge mistake. It can all change, though. And it's not uncommon for things not to sell when they're lower in price, but become more desirable at higher price. Yeah, fair enough. So, maybe there needs to be things in the future where it's not like a direct transfer. For example, like it's not like, oh, okay, you pay the DAO 5,000 DEC or 6,000 DEC for Rebellion, but it would be nice for the DAO to find ways to add value to itself and add value to the community overall and the ecosystem, and then use those packs as a form of payment almost. And this is where things could get interesting from like social media challenges or marketing challenges or things like that, right? Where it's not super crazy, and we're not talking about like thousands of packs being dumped on the marketplace, but you get people, you get people who become engaged in one way or another, and then are able to do something cool with it. So Nicola says no one buys packs for the current price. Who would pay more for probably the worst core set ever released? Even if they put it as a reward, it is a weak one. Well, that's the thing. If you are a new player in 3 to 6 months from now and you want those packs, then you'll pay for it, right? I mean, nobody's buying packs at the current price because the current player base is either tapped out or, just over it at this point. But there could be new players in the future. I mean, and here's the thing. I always get called out for this, like, yes, nebulous, like new players coming in and whatever it is. It's not even that I'm sitting here and like coping and being optimistic. That's literally the team's goal, right? They have said they're doing everything in their power, right? Even foregoing all the features and things that we want to bring in new players. So I have to operate with a certain sense of not even like optimism or naivete, but just a certain sense of like, the team says they're going to do this. I'm somewhat inclined to believe that they will be partially successful, maybe not fully. Maybe they don't bring on as many players as they thought they would, but I'd have to believe that they're going to bring on some people, right? Like when the marketing burners actually turn on. But again, that's just my thought with this. GhostlyBG says, buy high, sell low. Why invest when assets are at an all-time low? Invest only at the top of the bowl. That's fantastic investment advice. GhostlyBG says, it's obvious they should be used as leaderboard rewards instead of DEC. I mean, that's another option. And I would be too opposed to that. So Blazon says, can we rent SPS? Yes, you can. But here's the thing. You're asking about this in the course for Soulkeep, right? In the video about Soulkeep. I actually don't think you can. So you need to be able to delegate that SPS out, which means when you are renting, that SPS is getting delegated to you. You can't re-delegate it back out. So I would actually say that not in this situation if you want it for Soulkeep. Now, if you have more, if you let's say you have 40,000 SPS and you want to give that all to Soulkeep, but you want more for the trading card game, you can go and rent SPS for that. But if you want it specifically for Soulkeep, like let's say you're sitting on 0 right now, or only like 10,000, and you need 40,000 for the next level, yeah, you're gonna need to pony up and buy it, at least as of right now. All right, so there's no single reason for them to do so. Game offers nothing at this point, says Nicola. Was for the new players buy cards and SPS. Well, I mean, game offers, it offers the ability to play. It offers the ability to earn. So, I mean, I get it, Nicola, but there's still people buying stuff. That's the thing. All right. Aaron Baker says the DAO can put up a proposal to give them away to new accounts randomly as part of the new player achievement system where there is no SPS staking requirements. I would call this no SPS required format for new players, modern soulbound. You can use these packs, use these pack rewards to entice the new players to join the rest of us and put some skin in the game. I think that they're working on a fully free-to-play version. So that sounds like what you're proposing here. So, for example, you're a new player that has been playing the game on free-to-play mode, earning soulbound cards for like 3 months. You have, you're familiar with that. You have these Rebellion packs that you want in an achievement system, but you can't open them unless you buy the spellbook and win 20 battles. Yeah, I mean, that's cool, but then some of them might just get lost out there. Like this stuff might get farmed by bots that want to come in and play the free-to-play version. So just something to keep in mind. And I've mentioned this with Mondroid as well, right? If bots are, even if you don't give them directly to accounts, but you put them in some kind of pack only chest, I think that bots are going to mass rush the amount of glint that they can get and then just get those and sell them on the market. You say, what the hell? I'm going to go for it and buy a spell book. All right, you win 20 battles and the moment comes. All right, when you open those packs, you can only open them, not trade them, as they are a gift from the Tao. Welcome to the real world player. You're playing a game without consequences, without risk. Now you join the rest of us where every battle counts. Yeah, it could be interesting like that. Like I said, it needs to be more well thought out than what you or I are suggesting right now, or even Mondroid, just because there's so many paths towards exploitation, sadly. And yeah, that's just what it is. All right. So David says, I wonder where the new, in quotes, players would come from. This game is already dead and too complicated for new players. You know what? You're right, man. All right. Moving on. DJ says he wrote about why he's sharing in there. Oh, wait. Oh, this is from like 12 minutes ago. I just posted this video. See, how does it happen where we go like, everything is like 9 hours ago, 6 hours ago, and then all of a sudden we get 12 minutes ago. So DJ says he wrote about why he's sharing in there. He said smaller, more informal updates would be posted there as a benefit to the people in that channel. More official updates would be posted to the whole community. He encouraged people to share any of the updates to the rest of the community. Okay, well, that's exactly what I just did. So thank you for that, DJ. International Travel Channel, thank you so much for the comments. Joffrey says, Dow better sell those packs ASAP so we can pay Gator's salary next. Man, how would you guys react if they needed more money? I mean, this is it. This is the final gambit. When you think about it, this is the final countdown. We are in a position where if the market doesn't pick up, if the game is not in a place where it becomes more sustainable over the next 6 to 12 months, that's a very scary thing for Splinterlands. So, you know, everybody here who's being bearish, maybe you get your vindication, or maybe you get proven wrong. But at this point in time, like, we're in the final stretch. Like, if it doesn't happen over the next like 6-ish months or so, I would be, yeah, that would be rough. Now, granted, is the team going to die? I don't think so. It seems as though they've gotten to a place where they can manage their expenses appropriately. They're only like in $100,000 a month deficit, at which point I think, you know, when Conclave Arcana comes out, you're going to get, if you get the same people who bought Rebellion that buy that, I think they'll be fine for another year or 2 years, and, you know, we'll see how it plays out. The cards will be inflationary, so it's foolish to buy cards as investment. Better buy SPS, says Rios. Not financial advice. I'm just going to say that I agree with you. I don't like cards as an asset class. I like cards as a form of entertainment for myself. All right, so Joffrey says, the reality is the game has no chance. Last town hall, Matt said, hopefully we have runway until Conclave Arcana release. Keep buying these $500 promo guys. It's amazing to me people like you and Dwayne still trying to shill this garbage. SPS DEC has no correlation to BTC ETH. Make all the ifs and buts videos you want. You're only fooling yourself. Cool. So the only thing I'll say is, I mean, I'm enjoying playing the game. At this point in time, I've made what I needed to make from Splinterlands to be happy with it. Whether it goes up or down at this point doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. If it does go up, though, right? If it does go up, that could be highly beneficial. But I get where you're coming from, man. I would caution you from using extreme, super, like, you're saying the game has no chance. I don't know. I think stupider things have happened in a bull run, and I think we've seen that happen time and time again. Now, is that something that you want to bet your future on? Absolutely not. So anybody who's coming in and spending like crazy amounts of money that thinks that they're going to get rich, I mean, like, you're gambling, right? But I would say the same thing to literally any other project out there. So I get it, man. You're frustrated. It's all good. You're having more fun with Off the Grid and Illuvium, and I'm happy for you. Bruce says, and you're still here watching these vids, leave us alone. All right. Well, it is what it is. But Joffrey, I mean, again, I appreciate you being here. I'm not trying to drive you away. My hope is that at some point I can, in a friendly way, be like, all right, man, were you wrong? But until then, I'm enjoying playing the game, and it is what it is. And I'm still earning. At this point, you know, I was just running the numbers. I'm earning like, I don't know, maybe a couple bucks per day. And this is with me playing in like the garbage leagues in modern format. So I can't imagine what the higher up folks are earning right now. That being said, am I even doing anything with it? No, it's not like it's going to change anything for me, but this is with SPS at, you know, 0.008 something. I still think that we can hit a couple of pennies, and all of a sudden, if your couple of dollars goes to tens of dollars or hundreds of dollars for some folks, we could get into a situation where euphoria comes in the same way. Now, again, I feel like I need to keep on saying this. In no way is this going to be sustainable, and I think there will be a lot of people here who hopefully have learned their lesson and will know to take a lot off the table when that does happen. But I think we're going to see the same thing from 2026 to 2028. I think we're going to see the same thing with a bunch of people who come in at the height of the bull run and then just bitch for 3 years about, like the game is dying. And it's like, okay, well, like actually it's the entire market. There's no project that's doing well right now. It's Bitcoin dominance at 60% and everything else is garbage. But there will be an alt season. At some point, there will be an alt season. All right, that's all I'll say on that for now. All right, Logan says, my question as well. We'll see. For the new players buy cards. Erroneous says, I can't get past League 3. I stopped playing a long time ago. Yeah, well, I'm slowly getting to League 1, or hopefully getting to the end of League 1, but we'll see. Charles says, I play every day, currently almost League 4. Awesome. Okay, good to know that people are still playing. International Travel Channel, I don't know if the pandas mean that you are playing, but thanks for being here. Almost time for Moonvember is what DJ says. Yes, indeed. Except we're dipping a little bit. I'm recording this on the morning of October 31st, so happy Halloween, by the way. And it looks like everything's taking a little bit of a dumpity dump. Thank you, International Travel Channel. Cogc says, we just need 4 months once Bitcoin dominance peaks and everything will be worth it. Yeah, I think that peak might be happening now or sometime in Q4. So I'm fully expecting some kind of alt season, similar to what we saw at the beginning of this year. Unfortunately, at that point in time, Splinterlands did not really fly as far and as long as the other tokens. We kind of had our own momentum in Q4 with the launch of Rebellion and Land, but then as soon as like the Bitcoin ETF got approved and then it started charging up further, we started our downward trajectory, which is not great. All right, let me see how much time are we at so far. Okay, well, we'll go for a couple more minutes here and then close the video out. So Mondrat says, people bought Yodin and Kitty for like $12 back in the day. It wasn't always rosy back then either. Of course, we look back at it now and see how successful Alpha Beta Untamed ended up, but there was turbulence and uncertainty back then as well. Only to have life-changing wealth fall into those players' laps. No one knows what the future holds, but I wouldn't be surprised if life-changing wealth lands in the laps of Rebellion and SPS holders. And you know what? This is a fantastic point, Mondroid. So, and I'll take it back to Joffrey for this too. If you're looking to make money, and I would assume that's what many people want to do, right? Many people are trying to do with crypto bull run, whether it's a game, whether it's a meme token, whether it's something else, AI, whatever, right? If you're looking to make money, I'm curious to know, genuinely, where you would put your capital, right? Because obviously you're saying that Splinterlands is not going to be it, and that's fine. I can respect that opinion. My thought process with this, though, is that we have seen Splinterlands be successful in certain ways in the past. And while I'm not saying that, it's not financial advice to put your money in, I'm not saying that at all. But Splinterlands is something that people understand. Splinterlands is something that a lot of the players who've been here for a couple of years know the founders, know the team, know the direction, have a certain level of conviction. So I can understand why people would prefer to go heavy in something like this, myself included, right? Versus, jumping into another project because there's a hype train. Now, that's not to say you can't make a ton of money on a hype train. You absolutely can, right? If you get in at the right time and get off the train at the right time. I think the issue with Splinterlands is people think that this is something that we're going to build up for the long term, which would be cool, obviously. And, I think that's what Matt is trying to do for the long run. But this is still a game that's subject to the crypto, 4-year or Bitcoin 4-year cycle. And I fully expect a lot of red and crying and frustration in the years of 2026 to 2028. But, we'll see how it plays out. Dwayne calling me Papa Bull. Well, I still got the Papa Bear cup right here. So I never got the Bull Daddy cup that BB Omega suggested, but maybe that'll change soon. Kwang says, I wonder which adjacent card will have ambush in front or after. I think it was Palace, right? Didn't I talk about it in that video? But Palace is the one. Palace gets True Strike, and then Rick Lanaman gets Ambush. All right, International Travel Channel, thank you for the comments here. And let's close out with this because we're almost at 20 minutes. So this is from Lunisisa. Lunisisa? I hope I'm saying that right. Apologies if not. So I don't see the use case for giving phase to one of my Earth monsters. None of the future Earth tanks has enough speed to make it worthwhile. Maybe Commander Slade in water with 2 swiftness. Monsters could make sense. As for Rick, giving ambush to Palace seems stupid as we 90% of the time face Tofu, which makes Palace kill himself 2 times faster. The expose is nice though. A hard pass on probably both, as the price point for those niche cards is again way too high. So Rick Londomon is interesting. I think he's really expensive at 11 mana. It would have been cooler if he was like 9, but I like the stun. I like the double attack. I think ambush is cool. I agree it's not as, up to par. But what's funny is I didn't think Delia was that great either. People love Delia. So, it is what it is. In terms of the rare card though, I do think that has way more of an appeal, at least for me. So you're talking about it not giving face to any of the Earth monsters. It's not about tanks. What is the one, like whenever we play or whenever you get the rule set Magic only, I always check to see if I can play Immortalis, because then obviously you get Void, and if you throw in someone like what's his name, the Goblin guy with Silence, you're able to get basically like no damage. Well, what if you could actually give that combination an additional advantage with phase to something like Regal Periton, right, which has a pretty fast speed already and flying. So I think that there's an opportunity there. I think that there's a decent combo there or use case for it, even if it's just specifically that rule set. But I feel like I get that rule set a lot, and I'm sure people will be able to find other things. But that's what I was thinking when it came to it. So that's all I have for you guys in this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Otherwise, I will catch you all in the next one and see you around the game. Take care.